Well, FEMA is on the ground in Tuscaloosa and around the rest of the state. They've got disaster recovery centers set up throughout the city. And they've been appearing on our 4 and 5 o'clock shows to pass along valuable information for the past couple of weeks. Tim Tyson's with the Federal Emergency Management Agency, and he's here to give us the latest on what's happening with FEMA in Tuscaloosa. Tim, thank you very much for being with us again today.
Well, I appreciate it. We're going full steam ahead, as most everybody else is, in recovery across the state. We've got about 1,000 people on the ground and about 215 community relations specialists going door to door to get people to come register to get assistance. And so far in the state, FEMA has provided about $37 million to disaster survivors to help them get back on their feet. In Tuscaloosa County, it's $9.1 million, and of that, about half of that is for personal property, automobiles, appliances, and so forth. About 10,600 have registered in Tuscaloosa County.
You guys have, is it 4 or 5 disaster recovery centers open right now in Tuscaloosa?
Well, just the 4. Brookwood was open for 3 days, but we still have open the recovery centers at Shelby Park, at the McDonald's Center over on Martin Luther King Boulevard, which, by the way, has a bus stop right out in front of the recovery center. And then the American Legion Post over on University, and the Holt Elementary School.
Wednesday, we will be 3 weeks out from April 27th, the day that everything changed up here in Tuscaloosa.
Yeah.
What are the future? What do you see for those disaster recovery centers? Are we going to have them open for a little while longer, or are we going to start closing some of them down? Because it seems like after 3 weeks, everybody that needs to register should have by now, correct? Or
well, you know,
am I mistaken?
We give them 60 days from the date of the event to register. It doesn't mean that the DRCs are open for 60 days. I think this is really a crucial question, because with the disaster recovery centers, if you have questions about how much money FEMA gave you, or if you've received a denial letter, or if you need assistance from the SBA, that's where you go. I mean, you can call the helpline number and get help, but you can't sit across the table from somebody on the helpline number. So people should register by that phone number that they probably remember ad nauseum now, you know, 1-800-621-FEMA. But then go to the disaster recovery center. Don't take no from FEMA about the assistance you should get. I mean, if you didn't get everything you thought you should have received from your insurance company, you wouldn't stay quiet about it, you'd challenge it. So if you haven't received what you thought you should have from FEMA, or if there's a mix-up, they're only human up there, but if there's a mix-up in the information they received from you, then you need to go to the DRC and you know, raise the issues. That's what they're there for, to help settle those issues that survivors have.
And so this isn't only for getting questions answered. This isn't only for registering. This is also if you've already gotten whatever you're going to get from FEMA and you think, hey, maybe it's a little bit light, or maybe I should have had a little bit more, you can go over there and actually physically talk to someone. Exactly.
I mean, everything is open to appeal. You know, with FEMA, everything's open to appeal. And if you received in the mail a packet from the Small Business Administration, you really should fill it out, because you may become eligible for a 2.56 loan from the SBA, or you might get turned down from that loan. And if you get turned down from that loan, you'll become eligible for other FEMA grants, which don't have to be paid back. The money is used for the disaster-related stuff, but you don't have to pay it back. But SBA is sitting at the DRCs to answer those questions about that information.
All right, Tim, thank you very much for being with us today. FEMA has lots of ways to assist you if you're a tornado survivor. You can call them toll-free at 1-800-621-3362. And if you can get to a computer with internet service, you can find them online at FEMA.gov/assistance.